Life is a long journey, and each of us is faced with countless choices. One of the most important choices we face every day is honesty or lies. Today, we will delve into the topic of consequences of dishonesty, a seemingly simple topic but has a huge impact on each individual and the whole society. 1. Where does dishonesty start? Dishonesty does not always start from big things. It can be just a harmless lie, a small act of cheating, a time of hiding the truth. But like a snowball rolling down from the top of a mountain, the more it rolls, the bigger it gets, the harder it is to control. Let's look at a real example. Hung is a smart but lazy student. When it comes to the exam, Hung decides to cheat. For the first time, Hung sees that no one finds out. That makes him more confident. The second time, the third time, and gradually cheating became habit. The result? Hung passed the exams, but did not really learn anything. When he entered the real world, he had no solid knowledge, no real skills. And when society demanded real ability, he was completely lost. Dishonesty not only harms others, but also destroys ourselves. As William Shakespeare once said, "There is no legacy more precious than honesty." If Hung had chosen the honest path from the beginning, although it was more difficult, he would have truly acquired knowledge and built a foundation for the future. 2. Personal consequences of dishonesty. When a person is dishonest, they may gain short-term benefits, but in the long run, they face serious consequences. Loss of trust from others. Once the truth is exposed, people around you will no longer trust you. Imagine a friend you trust lies to you many times. Would you still want to accompany them? Psychological pressure. Lying can make us feel guilty, afraid of being discovered. This leads to stress, insomnia, and even depression. Loss of future opportunities. Dishonest people will be eliminated from important positions because no one wants to entrust responsibility to an untrustworthy person. As Brian Tracy said, honesty is the foundation of all long-term relationships. When a person loses the trust of others, they also lose many valuable opportunities in life. 3. Social consequences of dishonesty. If dishonesty only affects individuals, it is a serious problem, but more frighteningly, it also harms society. Fraud in business. Businesses that cheat customers will sooner or later be discovered, lose reputation, and even go bankrupt. Corruption and moral degradation. When a country has too many dishonest people, the moral foundation of society will be shaken, hindering the common development. Deterioration in the quality of education. If students cheat in exams, the education system will produce generations of incompetent people, weakening the country's potential. We have seen scandals around the world, from financial fraud companies to corrupt politicians. Mark Twain once said, "A lie can run halfway around the world before the truth has its shoes on." When a lie spreads, it can cause unpredictable consequences, affecting an organization or even a country. 4. Honesty, the only way to build lasting value. Sometimes honesty can make us face difficulties in the short term, but in the long term, it is the path to sustainable success. Look at great businessmen like Warren Buffett or excellent leaders. They all put trust first. When you're honest, you will build credibility, and that is more valuable than anything else. As Thomas Jefferson said, honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. When a person is honest, they will be respected, trusted, and willing to cooperate with others for a long time. Honesty also helps us have a peaceful mind. When you do not have to hide, do not have to fear being discovered, you will live a lighter, happier life. 5. How to practice honesty. Honesty is a quality that can be practiced. Here are some ways to help us become more honest. Start small. Stop telling small lies, like making excuses for being late or not finishing work. Be willing to take responsibility. When you make a mistake, be brave enough to admit it instead of trying to hide it. Avoid temptations. Don't put yourself in situations where you are likely to lie. Cultivate self-esteem. When you value yourself, you won't need to use lies to cover it up. As a famous saying goes, honesty is not only how we treat others, but also how we treat ourselves. When we are true to ourselves, we will have peace of mind. 6. Conclusion. Every act of dishonesty, no matter how small, can have unpredictable consequences. On the contrary, living honestly will help us have a meaningful life, be respected and loved by others. Always remember that honesty is not only a virtue, but also the foundation of success and happiness. What do you think about this topic? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to spread good values.